We have the legendary Flame Swordsman for you today. It looks like the runic innovations are actually looking pretty good. And we also have Mannadium Scareclaw. Oh, been a little bit for that too. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more. I was kind of, man, this is a blast from the past. I missed Infernobles. You know, yeah, it's old, might be somewhere off in a dumpster, you know, crying because the card's banned, but you know, we have so many other little things out here to really think about and to consider for the world of deck building. Like, it's really cool. So this build actually is all about the Flame Swordsman. Like, you're basically putting this boss monster on the field. And I think a lot of people just kind of forgot that this card actually does things. You target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. You do inflict 500 damage. It's a quick effect if this is equipped with an equipped card. And at the start of the damage of this card battles, you can double this monster's attack until the end of this turn. But if you do destroy it during the end phase of this turn, alright, sure, I'll just make this 5,600 attack point monster. Oh wait, what if it's got equips on it, actually modifying it? Well, our main equip that we're playing is the Salamander Fusion. You also can obviously equip it with Salamander itself, since, you know, this will give it a 700 attack point boost out here. So basically, all of this good warrior stuff, being able to just equip onto this, clear off a field, ping your opponent for 500, and then go for, you know, a crazy damaging OTK. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool to see. And I don't think a lot of people, this is on their agenda right now. Most people are not even looking at, you know, the possibility for Infernoble cards even having an application in today's format. Most people are just kind of like, nah, there's not really a point. But I will say, this is really cool to see. It a little bit of an expensive roguish pick, especially down here with all wanteds. Yeah, but the Diabell Star being able to get you to the OSS to get into Ronaldo here so that you can actually do the plays that you need to do are going to be pretty important. Also, let's not forget, Emperor Charles is going to be good. So, the Flame Swordsman stuff actually coming back into the spotlight is, I'm so happy to see this. Next up here, Whitewood's Runic. We're all talking about, it's time. You know, everybody's looking at the Whitewood stuff. You know, the build that I saw be the most recognized by the community, I felt like was like toy box this, toy box that. You know, you need to play the toy box cards in this because they just facilitate everything that you want. And then it's like, well, what about the Centurion cards at that point? You know, like, and then you have people that are trying to mix all of this with the Runic cards. You can only shove so many engines in a deck before, you know, things kind of start to dilute and, you know, you're getting all of these terrible piles of things that aren't really recognizable. Now, with that being said, though, I think the ratios for this were pretty good. 2 Stellar with a triple Asset, and then 1 Rusia with a triple Sylvie. I think that's all pretty fine in terms of your ratios. We're also playing the Iris Sword Soul in here as well. A nice little addition. We're also playing 1 Beware of the Whitewoods, as, you know... Oh, hello, we're not even playing the Rhoda? Alright, well, I guess we just opted to not even play the Rhoda. We were just using this, and then we're playing Woes in here for the ability to Synchro Jump. I mean, to be fair, these two are the little extenders. Your real tuners are going to be these, and, I mean, hey, this gives you some pretty big access points. I also see we are playing the Zipper Shrimp. Oh, man, I love this guy. A little cute. Outside of that, just looking this over, I don't think there's anything too spicy in this. I think that this is a good base ground point out here, that if you're looking at ideas and things, you're like, hey, you know, I wanna mess around with this. I think that this will get you someplace decent. Next up here, Mannadium. So, I've been told by a lot of people, yeah, Mannadium's dead. You know, I personally, after Baron left into the craziness out here in the Forbidden Ban list mines, this deck has felt much less what it formerly was. But we still do have access to the Crimson Dragon, and I see that this build, we just need a water tuner to make this. So what actually this build is doing is they're bringing out General Raiho here. Now, for those of us that have remembered how stupid this card is, and it is single-handedly the reason why, you know, we can't have a lot of fun out here, Every time you activate that monster effect, you have to discard a card or it's negated. So what ends up happening is General Ryo just grinds away at your hand, you know, taking away those very critically important resources away from you until you're just like, I can't play the game anymore. Like, this is so frustrating. But I can understand why. This is actually something pretty worthwhile to consider. And it's just, you're only playing one extra card in the deck. Other interesting things I see here is this build's actually gone back to playing the A Hero Lives with the Prisma. This is, I guess paying half your life points doesn't really matter as long as you can do full combo. And the other thing is, like, the Prisma dump can eat an imperm for you. So that does work out to your advantage, right? Okay. We are playing the one Synchro Rumble in here, so you can do the thing. Crimson Dragon, you know, get the free little revive for the extra body. And then, you know, the toggle out. There's also a dragon, so I believe we should be able to make this off of Yield Crimson Dragon to bring out the Ryo. I think that this might be one of the most innovative things I've seen in the world of Mannadium. Congratulations to actually making this work out, though. You gotta appreciate the effort made for General Ryo. Kashtira. So this is what we like to call the old reliable out here, where you dust off the old dusty trail and you're like, you know what, I want to go play some mid-range control. You know, unfortunately, in the current competitive scene in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh!, mid-range is going to feel a little bit bad because, well, you can't really do anything with this. Like, oh boy, a unicorn rip away from your opponent, you might be able to hit a Requiem, which would help out a lot, but then you've got to deal with the Snake Eyes cards hitting you with a truck competitively. So you've got 9,000 problems, and those consistency pieces, I feel like, aren't going to be, you know, things that you really should worry about. Though I will say, in terms of the innovations here, or your tech choices, playing the one Econ and playing a one Droplet, yeah, looking at how tight this build is, though, I kind of forgot. Looking at Kashtira monsters, how bad some of these ratios are. You're just playing the one Scareclaw, filtering options. Yeah, you really do not have a lot of room in this deck to kind of, you know, flush out the options, you know? Okay, but down here in the side deck, we do have Dark Holes. There has been a pretty interesting uptick in Dark Hole discussion as of late. And I think it's mainly been because of, you know, Tempai things as well. Being able to slap down this card, you know, either force a negate, clear the whole field going second, and then go ahead and use the Kashtira options. Kind of clean up your opponent, or, you know, just try to win the game there. You also do see that we are setting the different dimension grounds down here as well. So not only do you blast your opponent with a shifter, you also blast your opponent with the DD grounds, and they're just going into an absolute shit situation. Like, those are the big things that you're getting out of this. Yay, consistency enablers. AKA, I love winning the game. Our last list here is actually some Edison for you. I get asked every once in a while, hey, Robbie, you know, we talk about something in Edison. The only reason why we're talking about this list is I thought this list was actually pretty freaking cool. Vortex Trooper, you know, the free shuffle back and a free draw 2 on your normal, and then when your opponent pops this thing, you get to draw a card. You have the long forgotten actual good draw card. It's basically your full Dragon Turbo deck, actually sporting off the Phantom Dragon in here as well. Yeah, who gives a crap about 2 your monster zones can be used. You got a free 2300. Like, this whole deck is just deep drive dragon draw here, you know, getting the White Stone of Legends values, using those super rejuvenations to, you know, see how much draw power you can actually facilitate. And of course, you know, we got Reckless Greeds resolving in here as well. Interestingly enough, this build is also testing a Magical Stone Excavation. Okay, and then in terms of your dragons, a little bit of extra value down here. I also see that we are side decking a Snipe Hunter as well. That's kind of cool. And of course, everything in the entire Dragon Armament toolbox that you could ever actually want to, you know, do the thing. But this is deep dragon draw dragon, and it's actually pretty cool just to see what more you can bring to the table out here. So congratulations to everybody that has had a successful run out here. I'm very happy to see all of the craziness that has just been kind of unfolding in the course of the meta, and I'm really looking forward just to seeing what more, you know, these formats can bring. So please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here during the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.